I thought they didn't exist in Australia because we've been looking for them forever and they were not there, and yeah, here they are. Alright, I think we've got dinner.
I'll be moving along, singing my song, running around, ain't nothing wrong. The live long day. I said, the live long day.
In the last episode, we were anchored in Butterfly Bay, Hook Island. The idea was to stay there waiting for the wind to drop, but, much to our surprise, it is a stop worth making regardless of the conditions. We are glad we got to spend a few days there. Make sure you watch the episode if you missed it. Now, with a 2 days window, it's time for us to head to the reef. Early start, Greenwich sail, which unfortunately meant seasick crew, but worth the effort. We are going to Little Black Reef, also sometimes called Little Block Reef. Don't ask me why.
I need to reach out and stop our world from spinning, find a new beginning for us.
Okay, we've made it to the reef. The conditions are not super great, I'm not gonna lie. It's very cloudy and it's a bit windy, but I mean it's the best that we've had in months. So we're going in the water. I'm also extremely tired. We haven't slept very well, up very early to come here, so I could use a nap, but again we haven't been to the reef in months, so I might as well enjoy it and go in the water. Let's go see what we find here. We're going to spearfish because it's not a green zone, and let's see what we can find. For our first dive site, we decided to go explore this area. What we thought was going to be a short dive ended up being a 2.5 hours long. The main goal was to look for crayfish. Within a few minutes, Yann spotted one behind a large coral head, but quite deep in the hole. We both went there a few times, trying to shove our hand in the hole while holding our breath. But see, the tough part is, you can touch the antenna, but if you pull them, they will break and you will just injure the poor creature without actually catching it. Not to mention that we want to avoid taking females, so there's still a chance that we release it once caught. And we don't want to hurt it. They are really hard to get out of the hole once they are tucked in because of the anatomy of their legs, which act as suction cups. Anyways, no luck this time. It wasn't too deep, so we gave up. As we reached the end of the session, Yann luckily spotted another crayfish, and this time we won't give up. Once again, it is very deep in the hole, but I've noticed that we can see the other side of its hiding place behind the coral, although it's too small to get it out from there. But we figured if one of us pushes behind while the other tries to grab it at the front, maybe we have a fighting chance. We are very dedicated as our mouths are already watering, and Alice and Lynn told us they've never even tried this delicacy, so we have to get it. So what did you get today?
This monster.
Whoa, what a beast.
It's a big one, eh?
Yep.
And we've got a trout. I thought they didn't exist in Australia because we've been looking for them forever and they were not there, and yeah, here they are. All right, I think we've got dinner. So
It's the size of my arm, but not the circumference.
oh my god,
It's so big.
it's massive.
That's what she said.
It's the size of my arm. Oh my god, this is huge. This is huge.
Yes.
All right, what are you doing?
I'm decapitating the crayfish.
As a good French girl.
Exactly. Revolution. Trying to lose as little as possible because there's still meat in the head.
It's not big enough.
Nah, it's never big enough.
That's what she says.
There we go. Dinner.
Nice.
And unfortunately, all of that is not food.
Maybe the I don't know how it's called. There.
Yeah, maybe that.
What
I've-
about the legs?
I've never had a crayfish that big that we could eat that, nor the legs, but we could try.
I think you could try at least this. Because look, we had, like, you can show the meat here that's inside.
Yeah, there's some in here.
There's meat. Let's give it a go. Looks like a big spider.
It looks like an alien. It looks like it's from like outer space.
Look at the horns. Yeah, there's meat in this.
We're keeping this.
I think that's all.
What
I
about
don't want
the
to keep.
legs?
No. Leave the legs.
Okay, trying to split it in two. So that's your half and that's my half. Yeah? Sounds
You
good?
can't see my face behind the screen, but I'm not happy.
I
I
think it
think
sounds
there's a
good.
divorce coming on the
Oh,
way.
look, you've got plenty. Plenty for you and a little bit for me. No, that
I'll take that half.
That plate doesn't turn. You take, like your mum used to say, you take what's in front of you and you don't pick and choose.
Did she say that?
I don't know.
I'm not sure she said that.
Parents usually say that.
Okay, mine didn't say that. You're making it up.
What about you guys?
We're really excited to eat it. It's the first time.
Okay, everybody try. Crayfish time. Is it good?
Really, really good.
Really, really good.
%100% delicious. Okay, Yann. Time to get some more.
That's good. Never tried that.
First time ever. Good morning. So the night was surprisingly better than I thought it would be. It moves a little bit, but it's really, really manageable. So we had a good sleep. It's good. So today we're going to spend the day here again. We're probably going to spend most of the time in the water, just exploring, fishing. Hopefully we can get another crayfish, but I'm not sure we're going to get that lucky twice. After that, so tomorrow the wind is going to be over 20 knots. So let's face it, it's a bit too much to be on the reef, but we could decide to stay and and wait it out, because the 2 days after that are back to 15 knots. But the issue is that it's supposed to be raining all this time, so I'm not sure it's worth burying those 20 plus knots for rainy days after that. So I think we're going to decide to go back to the coast and go shelter again on Hook Island, and we'll decide what we do once the rainy days are over. Last day on the reef, let's go explore this area. Let's pretend we're just going there for fun, but really we are looking for crayfish again. We won't leave any hole unexplored. Oh my god, this dive was so much fun. Unfortunately, we didn't find a crayfish, but we did catch a fish, so dinner is secured. The funny thing is though, when you start looking for crayfish and looking into every hole, you find such funny things like the stingray or the shark or stuff like this. It's really fun. My favorite parts of the dive were those clownfish that we saw that were more reddish than orange, so it's quite unusual to see those colors, so I thought it was quite cool. And then there was that moment where we were swimming in fish, like literally there was more fish than water. It was really cool. And of course the sleeping shark at the end, that was like the best. We didn't wake him up, but it was just so cool to find a shark sleeping behind a rock. But yeah, now we're gonna settle down for the night, see if the weather forecast is correct, and we indeed have to leave tomorrow. Stay tuned if you want to find out. I hope you liked the video. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell and drop us a like, and we'll see you next time. Bye.